What's good, everybody? It's your boy, Spiky Fox, aka Mr. Ron Wilson, celebrity bus driver. And today we got a new passenger on the bus. My boy, my bro, my little cousin, man. He out here living big, living large, making all kinds of money, getting all the women. And we out here. He's here today as our first guest in a long time. He's here to promote his amazing story that he's been working on for a very, very long time called Fortune Days. And I'm gonna pass him the torch real quick. He's gonna tell us how he got it started. So yeah, bro, go ahead. You have the floor.
I bet. Say no more. Say no more. So, my name is, call me Shaq. I'm the creator and writer of Fortune Days. I've been working on it since pretty a long time, around like 2018, 2019. I first started out, it was actually the origin was supposed to be more of a, like slice of life kind of thing, but it ended up turning up into like a superhero manga, influence kind of comics, that kind of stuff. So, but now I'm pretty much almost done with it. Almost done with issue zero and issue one, working on it simultaneously and trying to get a Kickstarter for done for it.
I feel you. I feel you. So basically, what other inspirations did you have for essentially like coming up with ideas, power sets, and things like that? Well, first and foremost, what genre is it?
Um, I could see it more being like a leaning towards the superhero kind of thing.
Okay.
But you're not gonna have superheroes, technically superheroes in it, because typically I don't really care for superheroes. I'm more of an anti-hero kind of person, and the main character is technically not a superhero, but he is the protagonist. He functions as a superhero, but he don't consider himself as a superhero. If that makes sense.
I got you.
Hmm.
Also, I don't I ain't trying to toot my own horn, but you know, I understand that you actually a lot of other characters in the story are actually based off like people you know in real life. And I know that, you know, I've helped you with some stuff. Other people that we know in real life have also helped you with some stuff. Basically, you basically having people send in their own character stories and you finding a way to integrate their stories and stuff and stories and stuff into the into the story itself. And what made you like want to do that?
One, I think is I think is also I think it's a little bit easier to have that because I guess for me I would like to kind of like share my stuff in a way, and also it also does make easier because you have different people's personalities as well that you can go off of,
Okay.
and also since I have people that I know is also I would like to see their input. I like to see how they will come with their own perspective on how they will want to write and integrate together. You know, like that's kind of how I see it. And I do. And one thing about it too is that even with those people's characters and stuff, I will give them credit for their own stuff that they helped me written because they put in the work to help write it with as well. So I was just gonna give them full credit for it too. So that's I don't believe in like keeping the wealth to me. If as long as you can, as long as you help me write, I'm willing to be able to kind of like share it. Share the credit, share like put you as the co-writer or whatever. And that's kind of how I see it. If that makes sense.
Okay. You good, you good. Um, what do you have like a certain art style that you would like to do? Like what's the art style direction you want to go in?
Um, I would love to go into like a, I'm not gonna lie, like a more of a manga style, but I do like some of the, I'm not gonna lie, some of the biggest artwork I've been a fan of is New 52 DC art and art style. I do like that style,
Yeah, that
but
artwork is dope.
I also have more of a manga influence as well. Some like kind of more of a martial arts or, yeah, I would like to have like a little bit of a, I'm trying to think of a manga that I do like, but it's not coming across my head at the moment. So I do like Dark Star. Was it not Dark Darkers? Bastard, the Bastard
Oh,
manga art
bastard.
style,
Okay.
or One Piece art style as well. Those are the art styles I would like to have, but or come close to. Or there is and there's one other influence that I would like to add. Ordeal. I don't know if you ever heard of the webtoon Ordeal, but I've been reading that and the art style is beautiful. I had come in contact with the creator and artist for it, but he's working on his own stuff. So I won't be able to get to him to work on it, help me do my stuff. So, but I would love to have his art style, mainly because
Okay.
it's more like how you say, is by a black creator. So
I feel that.
so
You actually have a question from someone in the comments. From Honey Bunny Mimi. That's my lady. She said, as a creator, what keeps you motivated to continue when you feel exhausted or feel like you're on the verge of burnout? Because for those of y'all that do not know, Honey Bunny is also a creator. She's trying to create her own card game called Queen of Strife.
so for burnout, I'm not gonna lie, I do have a lot of burnouts because you you'll face, overthinking. You're gonna be all over the place. I would say focus on the one. I even have this trouble a lot. I would say focus on one thing and try like try to keep that motivation, find a motivation, or like I would say, like let's maybe look at like an anime, look at a something that you will think, okay, this looks like pretty cool. Like let's say for example, if you see like a anime or a favorite character or something like that, and you'll think, oh dang, this will kind of be tight, and try to make it your own. Basically, that I would say that will be my influence. Um, or motivation. Um, Also another thing is using something that a part of your life as motivation to write as well. So there's a lot of things in my life that has happened, while I was working on it back in 2018, and things that happened in 2020 motivated me a lot to create the at least a coherent storyline. So how like they say like your emotions will make you do creation, a breakup or anything like that can motivate you to write. You know, it
Mhm.
will give you something to motivate you to write.
Hmm.
If that makes
Tell
sense.
me, tell me about your main character. Who's the main character of Fortune Days?
Oh, bit. Okay, no more. Say no more. Say less.
I already
So,
know. I was just saying.
so the main character of the comic is Derek O'Neill. He is basically an existential entity. So yes, he did want to be. He was on the verge of being a, your stereotypical superhero until like an incident that happened that caused him not to be one. You know, he felt that he did. I don't want to say deserved to be one, but at that time he wasn't into caused him to be not in a mental state to be one at the moment. So he is pretty. I would say he's pretty laid back. He has laid back personality, but he doesn't back down from a challenge. Um, his ability, um, it, it'll be a good time to talk about his ability, or should I leave that as a mystery at the moment?
You could do his power set. You do his power set, but you don't have to spoil too much. You ain't got to go super deep into the story, but like just give out the things that you want to throw out.
Yeah, give out things you want to throw out. Don't spoil anything for your series because you don't want to tell us something too much to where if we read it, we're expecting it.
Yeah.
No problem. Okay. So his ability is, you don't see typically with most main characters. Most you see like telekinesis, super strength, your stereotypical stuff. So I picked sound, and the I always like the sound ability because I mean I'll give a reason. I always love music. You, his the influence behind that is that how he has the influence that you have is like you wearing the headphones and all that other stuff, and comes up from the love of music. So I picked sound because of it for his ability. And he's able to do different things with sound manipulation. And I only gave him one ability because there's multiple things you can do with that ability. So, like basically, like you um can channel his sound waves into his body, like giving him super strength, speed, the whole thing. So, your typical power, your typical stats like strength, speed, sonic scream, things of that sort. But a little sprinkle, a little surprises that I have in there for the readers as well.
Okay, all right, that's what's up. So, do you have any copies of Fortune Days out?
Not like I said, I'm still working on it at the moment. Issue 0. That one is gonna be out in maybe in the next couple months due to personal life reasons. Um, so that's gonna be out. Issue 1 is is kind of a pain at the moment because that's way more expensive than I thought it would be to get done. Trust me, that one's expensive. I am halfway done with it, and it is expensive to get done. So, uh, you know, but that one's going to be done. I'm expecting that to get done in the next upcoming month. But issue 0 is for something that I've been working on personally, with a artist from Japan. So, it's a little seven page thing, that I want to put out for free to, have,
Pilot, basically.
yeah, just, have a following and just have something out there until issue 1 is done. But I will tell you this, I have written basically the rough draft of all the way from issue 1 to maybe issue 6. I do have the draft for issue 7. It's just that I need to get all of them edited. But that after issue 1 is done, yeah, issue 2 is probably gonna be right there, probably in the next 4 or 5 months to be done after issue 1. So
All right. Well, okay. So I can guarantee you that when you do make these issues, hopefully this will give you some motivation. That when you do make these issues, I'm sure you're probably going to give him a copy. And once you give him a copy, I'm sure I don't mind buying a copy from you either. Gonna read it, and we're gonna talk about it on this podcast just to give you a little more publicity if that helps you.
but yeah, it
You
does.
you also have another question. She said, are you the writer as well as the illustrator of Fortune Days?
So I'm the writer. I'm the writer and creator. I write the script. I give it to I have an editor. I give it to the artist, to draw, the illustrator to do it. I wish I could be the illustrator. It will be a lot cheaper. Hell, a lot cheaper than what it would. than it is now. But I'm just a writing creator. I created it and I write it. And hopefully I do, once I get to a certain point I can start on other stuff because I want to do the other shots based off the people that we know. So, you know, I'm hoping to have them help me with it.
What is So have you ever thought about what would you like to do after Fortune Days is like over? Like, have you ever thought about making like your own like universe of all your different stories like in one universe?
If Fortune Days is over, like if let's say for if the whole Fortune Days is over, and it's gonna take a while to be finished, but in that case, I want to do different genres. I want to do horror. Actually, I grew up um watching Friday 13, Nightmare on Elm Street, Halloween. I'm actually a pretty good pretty big fan of slashers. So I would love to create my own little slasher thing.
Okay, all right.
Look at him. He out
Well,
here.
okay, well,
Hey,
did good. Well, sound like you're making progress, and that's all that matters. And of course, with the whole situation of the burnout, if I would have to suggest, I feel like if you feeling burnt out, I feel like this is the time to stop what you're doing, go to something that comforts you, whether it be food, TV show, music. Sit in that comfort for a minute, and once you finally get your thoughts and stuff together, then go back to doing it because you're ready to go back into doing it. So I kind of feel like that's how you can handle burnout as well. So now that the man has sold himself, he did a great job. Once it's time for Fortune Days to come out, just expect us to have a podcast ready to let this be one of the main subjects to talk about in regards to it.
We might have you back on.
Yeah, we might
Issue
have
one
you.
fur come out.
Yeah, we might have you back on once you have your issues come out, and we can see what you're truly working with. Now that he has sold himself, it's time to get into the nitty gritty of the podcast, and we always started with Ron Wilson, random question of the week.
oh God.
Yeah. Hey man, I got a question for y'all. Even for everybody in the chat too. How do y'all how do y'all eat food?
Excuse me.
Like how do you eat food? Like if you eat something, do you eat it the regular way or do you got some kind of weird way that you do it?
What the fuck does that mean?
Like, okay, like eating spaghetti, but you eat it with a spoon sometimes.
Go to hell.
Or or like or maybe a weird food combination, like you put marshmallows on hot dogs or something.
Bruh,
Or
what?
or sometimes you might, or sometimes like you might like, I like my ice cream to be a little bit melted before I eat it, like type shit.
But I mean, you ain't
You
got no
know?
You're,
choice.
I, I I feel like if you eat your food a certain way, like you put milk before your cereal, you're not to be trusted.
Here we go again with this milk before the cereal shit.
I
Man,
believe
look,
I look, listen, man.
Yes,
Only time
I pour the cereal first. The only time I pour the milk is after I eat my first batch of cereal.
exactly. That's the
that's
only
how
time
you.
you should be doing that shit.
If you eat
Not
your
on the
cereal,
first bowl.
if you eat your spaghetti with a spoon, I'm gonna be asking, do you not have any more forks, or are you just improv, like like are you struggling?
You want to
Cause they
struggle if you eating
It
a spaghetti with no.
makes it hard as
I
fuck.
don't want, no, I don't want to hear that shit,
oh,
bro. No, I don't want to hear that shit. First and foremost, your hands are still an option. I don't care how messy they get. Your hands are still an option to eat the
Your hands
spaghetti.
is a 5-4.
You using a damn spoon.
might as well put your face in the food in the spaghetti at this point,
That part, like what? Come on, man.
All
man.
right,
Might as
so
well.
all right, so I'm gonna tell you about an experience that I had very recently because right now I have a list of people of how weird they eat their foods, right? Kendrick Lamar's on this list real quick.
This man made the
But
damn list, bro.
but recently I went out to eat with my mom, right? This was like last week. And I'm walking, we in the restaurant, and I see somebody eating a whole ass burger with a fork and a knife.
Do they got small hands?
Fuck that question. That's the wrong question we asking. What's their skin color?
This is a black woman.
God
Okay.
damn it!
So
Shit!
so I'm
That's
just like I'm
hey,
just like
look, a better question.
God damn it!
I was like I'm like, baby girl, it's a finger food. Use your hands. Pick it up, put it in your mouth.
Is
Okay?
she is she one of them elegant people? You know,
It feel like it. Cause you
Why
doing
the
it
fuck did you go out to eat?
Longhorns.
Oh hell no!
I think she might be British.
I don't want to hear shit.
They eat beans out the can over there. Anyway, so
Hey, probably.
I'm just like she in there too. I'm just like at some point, this not a sandwich no more. Because you gotta go.
She treating it like a steak.
I'm like, you gotta go. You got the burger. You gotta go bun, cheese, meat, pause, sauces, condiments, and then the other bun. And I'm just
That's
like, pick this shit up with your hands and put it in your mouth. Okay,
hey,
it's a finger food. It's a sandwich, baby.
she's trying to avoid.
Honey said it sounds like she wanted to look cute in front of her date.
First of all, it was her, three other girls, two guys. And even they didn't
She was
question this at
impressing
all.
some. She was trying to look cute for someone. I don't care.
Somebody,
She was trying to look cute for
You're
someone. And
somebody,
if that's your reason for looking cute, cancel yourself.
You should be ashamed.
no,
You
but
should not. You should be banned from restaurants.
think about this. It's not classy.
I
It's not
feel
classy.
like
It's not elegant. It's just bougie and uptight.
I feel like one of those Italian people because there was a viral video going around of this dude who is purposefully pissing off Italians with the way he eat. Like real talk. He picked up some spaghetti and apparently there's a viral thing where people snip off some of the spaghetti and eat it.
Yeah, I'm like, what the fuck wrong with y'all?
What are
And
you
the funny
doing?
thing,
Like,
and the funny thing about it is, every Italian that see that shit, they're like, "Oh hell no, you gotta go!" Kick them right out the store. Like, "Oh hell no, you gotta go."
Hell nah,
Put
the
your ass on
disrespect is
somewhere
real.
for
But
real. Oh hell no, you gotta go. Yeah,
but
no.
I was just like, I know. Okay. I know y'all gonna say it. I know y'all gonna say it. I know I should be minding my business. Okay, I know I should be
No,
minding
no,
my
no, no,
business,
no, no, no,
but
no, 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 no,
sometimes
no.
shit
Here's the
just piss you
thing.
off.
Hold on, time out. Here's the thing. You were minding your business because you didn't go over there and do nothing. You
Right.
are just talking about what you saw from your point of view, what literally caught your attention on just this normal setting. That's okay. That is okay. I mean, I don't know.
You not gonna give a fuck.
Mm-mm.
Okay, you gonna
yeah, I'm
pick it
right.
up. You don't care if it's greasy. You don't care if you get a little sauce on your shirt or whatever. That just lets you know that it's good.
Right.
Even if it's
All I'm saying is just pick the shit up.
Pick up the burger.
that
Just
that's
pick up the
that's
all
the
you
damn
tip.
burger.
That's the tip of the day. Pick up the burger.
Pick up the burger. Okay, pick up the damn burger.
And it wasn't that
change.
much on it. It ain't like she had a shit ton of lettuce and all that. It was just meat and cheese and sauce.
Yeah, meat and cheese, man. You should be ashamed of yourself.
I was just like, okay. But all right, before I get to the list, do y'all have any, weird ways you eat food? I'm talking to everybody, my bros up here and in the chat. Do y'all have a weird way y'all eat food? You know, because the list I got, it's wild.
Man, go to the damn list.
All right, y'all, we're gonna head to the list. We're gonna bust it open real quick. All right, weird ways people eat food. Eating Cheetos and Doritos with chopsticks.
I'm sorry,
Uh,
what?
I'm
Eating
not gonna lie.
Cheeto, eating Cheetos and Doritos with chopsticks. What you say, bro?
You need your hands broken. I mean,
Hey, you with the face. Don't you dare throw shade at me. Talking about some damn mixed salsa with queso. Don't you dare throw shade at me, goddammit. Don't you dare.
Why you airing him out in the chat
Don't you
like that?
dare throw shade at me.
Got the
Okay?
whole this whole
no,
figure.
The queso was delicious. The salsa was delicious. Put two together and it is magic. Okay?
Yeah, that sounds
Don't
good.
you dare. Don't you dare. Motherfucker.
All right.
You found that out Monday that I mixed it together.
that man.
We were on a date, and I was like, it won't be a fat idea to mix these two together, and it was delicious.
Fat idea work.
The
Mission
fat
accomplished.
idea worked. Big
Mission
backs
accomplished.
triumph again.
Yeah, we like big backs on here.
Like, damn.
we like big backs right here.
No,
All right.
man. Go.
Number 2, prioritizing the cheesiest side of the burrito. So
What?
Okay. You know what? I can't be mad at that.
you eat like you when you eat a Dorito or a Cheeto, you find the cheesiest side to hit your mouth first.
I can't be mad at that because I would do something like that.
I'm not gonna cap. I don't care about it. I mean, the entire damn thing don't matter. I see equally.
Here's my thing. And maybe this is weird. If I see a single like full Dorito, I'm just eating that one Dorito each time. But if I see one that's broken, I'm
Those are the rules.
You just stuff it in your gullet.
Just,
hand. Just palm, you don't do this. You palm that bitch.
just
You palm it like
palm
a
it.
titty.
Damn.
How you do it, man?
Exactly. That's how you do it. Now what's next?
All right, number 3, eating ramen noodles raw. Now I have seen kids do this.
I've done it before.
Well, they get the ramen noodle and they crush that bitch up. They take the sauce and sprinkle it on the thing and they eat it like chips. I'm like, what the fuck?
Okay, so whoa. I put strawberry jelly on hash browns or I can't eat them. So
What?
stra-
Okay.
it's potatoes. It's potatoes. It's potatoes.
But hash
Look.
browns, it's fried. It's a fried, like seasoned potato. You gonna mix that up with sweet?
Sweet and salty.
Look. Okay, I have a weird one. Okay, I used to go to McDonald's get like the big breakfast or whatnot. So I would get the McGriddle thing instead of the biscuits. So what I would do is like put the McGriddle buns, the hash brown, and the sausage together,
Mm.
and then I put like grape jelly on it.
I mean, that's not bad. That's just
It
saying.
ain't
That
this.
just,
It
that,
ain't.
that
It ain't
sound
necessarily
pretty
weird. You just make the sandwich bigger.
Yeah, just basically what you did. But going back to your raw noodle thing, I've done that before. I have done it before. And the thing about it is that most of the time when I do it, it's either because I'm either too lazy to go actually make some noodles, or everything's dirty and we ain't got nothing to clean it. So I'm like,
But does that
I
fill
know.
you up though? Are you satisfied?
it doesn't matter because one thing of ramen is not gonna satisfy me, dog. That's why I always make two.
I know. Yeah, I always make two too.
Yeah,
but-
That's like one thing of ramen noodles ain't gonna satisfy me. I always make two. So basically,
Okay.
maybe if I eat 2 bags, absolutely not, because there's still water, consistency, seasoning, and all other shit that needs to be included
Dissipate.
in those noodles. Just eating raw noodles ain't nothing. That's kind of like eating ice cream cones by itself without the ice cream. And
I ain't gonna lie,
I know
weird.
people who do. Yes, I know people who do that.
You're a monster.
So what's next? So what's next on the list?
It's just, all right, dipping McDonald's fries in vanilla soft serve.
Yeah, yeah. I was waiting. Whoa. Okay, lemon pepper on boiled eggs. Ain't nothing wrong with that because I do
What the
seasoned salt. I do seasoned salt with with.
I
with
ain't never
boiled
did lemon
eggs.
pepper. I've done seasoned salt. I've done regular salt and pepper. But like lemon pepper,
Hey,
hmm.
don't knock it till you try it.
I ain't knocking it. I just ain't never thought of that. Like,
Yeah, yeah, that's something I never thought about. I used to would think it was like honey mustard or something.
Mm-hmm. And Bay like
well, you don't like
eggs.
eggs, so
Oh yeah, I don't fuck with eggs. They the
hell
op.
yeah.
But yeah, but yeah, the whole dipping fries and milkshake that ain't that's an old one. That's an
Yeah,
old one.
that's what the YT girls be doing. Yeah.
Hey, I be getting that with the frosties and stuff, chocolate frosties.
Okay.
Okay, what's next
Yeah.
on what's next on the list?
Uh, dipping Cheez-Its in peanut butter.
I beg
Yeah.
your pardon.
Dipping Cheez-Its
I heard what you
in
said.
peanut butter.
You ain't got to repeat it. Dipping
You said I beg
Cheez-Its,
your pardon. Yeah.
dipping Cheez-Its in peanut butter.
I mean, I dip Ritz in peanut
Who
butter. Not
pregnant
no
out
Cheez-Its.
here?
I for real. Like who craving strawberries?
Who
Who craving
pregnant out
strawberries
here?
who craving strawberries and pickles? Yeah.
That's their fucking combination. Strawberries and pickles. Are you pregnant, man?
No, I've just seen that. No, shut up. I've just heard that. I've heard of that combination. I've been around pregnant women all my life, and I've heard of some weird cravings like chocolate and chicken, a bunch of shit. Like it's this baby's
Man,
weird.
Next.
your stomach is fucked up after that.
uh, letting your wait. Nah, I'm gonna say that one. Keeping milk, keeping milk and cereal separate.
And that's where you lost me.
Get out.
You wanted to
No,
go.
literally, literally. I saw that shit and Get Out.
Oh,
Where
you
the
saw
white
the
girl, where the white girl was literally sitting on the bed. She had Fruit Loops and a cup of milk, and she would literally pick up the Fruit Loop and eat it like it's a cookie, just, and she would take the milk.
one Fruit Loop,
One Fruit Loop.
and then you bite it in half.
You bite it in half.
See, if you get that's a red flag
What's
on this
going on here?
But it was also a whole symbolism separating the colors from the white.
Yeah, but
That's some weird ass shit.
you bit it in half.
That's separating color to the extreme degree.
Exactly.
You might as well not write on paper.
Fruit Loops are freaking. Fruit Loops are small as shit.
Watch Get Out. You will literally see the scene where she's literally just sitting on the bed. She picks up a Fruit Loop and she takes the glass of milk with a bendy straw and just
Not a squiggly, bendy.
and put
Bendy.
the and if I'm not mistaken, this is just me being real with it. If I'm not mistaken, the straw was black and white milk, so you ain't separating shit.
Like that. She liked the black straw in her mouth.
Of course she do. Let me see
Alright.
what she said. Oh, okay. So Honey said I had a friend who dipped her Cheez-Its in applesauce.
Oh, that ain't your friend no more. Is that's still your friend?
And she also said Frosted Flakes and vanilla yogurt. Okay, for one, that sounds too damn sweet.
It does. At least they both two sweet things.
Yeah, that sounds too damn sweet. I mean, cause clearly what you're doing is you crushing up the Frosted Flakes and you putting it in the yogurt like it's a topping.
Yeah, I can see that. I think that'd probably be good, like if it was on like an ice cream or something, like a chocolate ice cream or something. But that's too damn sweet.
Before I do the rest of the list, I got one honorable mention.
What?
I have a coworker that eats Frosted Flakes, but crushes up barbecue chips and pours it into Frosted Flakes. Talk about
what?
It good.
What?
It's real good.
Who the fuck does it, Devin?
The fat,
I'm gonna find this
The
man.
fat one.
yeah.
Okay, you ain't gotta say
black short one.
shit else.
So what we're gonna do about that? Like he He shouldn't be working there no more at this
Rebecca
point.
said, "Lock his ass up
You,
immediately."
For
you
real.
going? You're not going to jail. You're going to maximum security prison.
Going
Under
maximum security
under
prison
that bitch.
under the jail. Oh my god! Crushes
On the
up barbecue potato chips and puts
damn
them
a lot.
in the fucking frosted flake. Nick, bruh.
Who does that? That's weird as hell. Who does this?
Just stop.
You going to jail immediately,
That's enough.
You finna be on a no
right?
fly. The CIA need to be at your house. Question.
Matter of fact, go in the handcuff him, break his hands. He has no right to eat with a spoon and fork no more.
All right, back to
All
the
right,
list.
I got two more. Biting a burger in a spiral.
Huh?
You bite the burger, but you bite it in like a spiral. So you spin it as you eating it.
Hey,
What is this? What?
what the hell?
What's this?
Eat the
Bugs
damn
Bunny?
burger.
Hey man,
The fuck is
Hey, look.
happening? What is up with burgers? What's going on today with burgers? You got a
It's
bitch
not-
either cutting up burger and eating it. You got a motherfucker going, I don't like this. I'm gonna eat the ass. Like, what the fuck? Like,
you got to bite it once, and you got to turn around and eat the booty. Like that's how that shit sound to me.
what the
Because
hell is going on?
it's just like you just biting it, but you like twisted it, and it's just like
eating a burger in a spiral. What is this, a cartoon? The fuck is this?
Cartoon at this point, bro.
and all right. And my last one is
Oh, this gotta be the most
Let
fucked
it-
up one.
letting cereal get soggy, the Kendrick Lamar way.
Bro, at this point, you might. Okay, I think that is.
You know what? You right. They not like us, cause I
I
can't.
think this is the most acceptable thing that we have talked about.
No, it's not.
The listen,
point,
listen. The
compared to
soggy
all the other
cereal.
stuff-
But the thing about it is, you're letting it get soggy. You doing this on purpose.
Thing about me is I like a balance. Like I don't like mega soggy, but I do like a little soggy, just a little bit, like a balance between. But as far as like if we talking fruity pebbles soggy, that's just fucking slop. That's just sweet grits at this point. So it's just like
it depends on the cereal, like Apple Jacks or something. You know?
And Bay said, I saw a guy
Yeah.
roll an entire pizza into a burrito to eat it.
I've done that.
It's not bad.
I've like the Tostino's pizzas, like I'll fold that bitch in half.
Mm-hmm.
And
I'm about to say I'm gonna start discriminating. You doing that? But go back to the 1950s if we were doing.
Whoa, wait a minute. Hey,
With that being said, next topic.
all right, y'all.
I'm sorry about being on now.
Okay, so our first topic we got,
Now these are his. These are his topics now.
yeah. So
So let me explain. If you are a guest, you have control of the topics. Now, mind you, the topics must be related to what we talk about on this podcast. So that's anime, gaming, movies, and nostalgia. Because most of the guests we have on here was born around the same time.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. Now, with that being said, what's the first topic for him?
so also if you really don't have like really much to say, I do have some backup topics just in case, we don't want no dead air or anything like that. So these are basically like the questions that he gave me, if I can find the motherfuckers.
You literally just said you had them.
I have no, I have. Here they go.
Fuck going
Okay.
on?
I got him. So he says, basically, what is your influence? He basically said that what is your influence? What do you think you influence with your content? I'm adding on to it, but what do you think you influence with your content, or what do you think you do for people with your content that you basically, cultivate, do yourself? I can take the charger out now.
So
Oh, like
so with that question, also great question. Um, I'm going ahead and answer that first. So for my TikTok, every Friday or weekend, I always do a mental health check, and people need to follow directions. Sometimes they never do. So when I make a mental health check, I tell people on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being bad, 10 being great, let me know how your week was. But you got them smart ass motherfuckers that like to test me. No negative numbers, no zeros. If you post a negative number or zero or -0 because somebody tried to pull that
That
shit,
don't even exist.
I will block the shit out of you. Like real talk, I will block the shit out of you. Or if you really don't listen or you don't follow directions, I'll just delete your comment. If I see it again, your ass is gone. It's that simple. Why is it so fucking hard to just follow instructions?
People don't like being
people
told
Like,
what to
like
do.
I don't give a fuck. So don't say nothing. Take your ass on somewhere.
You scrolling, bitch.
For real,
you
like,
know,
bro, like, don't, bro. If you're not gonna follow directions, don't say nothing. It's that
you know
simple.
how
Like
you know how
real
people
talk.
are.
But with the kind of content I make, I like to bring laughs. I like to bring laughs, joy, and a little bit of information on some of the things that I know and I like to talk about. For some reason or another, I don't know what it is, but people just gravitate towards me. I don't like people. I don't. I can't
Dang,
stand them. I can't stand people. It made my ass
dang,
itch. Um,
man, dang, dang, I ain't think we gonna go that far with that one.
man, listen, listen, man. Look, but I do mental health checks because I just want to know how people feeling out here. Cause we all going through hard times. We all struggling. We all trying to make it, man. Like I'm sure it would do people good because here's the thing, why do you think a lot of people are so happy that Steve from Blues Clues came back into like actual into like social media and shit? Because Steve was that guy who was like, how you doing, you good? Even though you won't, even though he can't literally talk back to you, but the fact that he asked you, are you okay, you good, type
A
of
lot of people,
deal.
a lot of people don't get asked that.
Right, and a lot of people don't get asked that. Like nobody's never thought of me before. Things type of deal. But I make the mental health checks because, for one, I always try to strive myself to be the person that I needed growing up. That's the thing. You need to strive yourself to become the person who you needed growing up. Like yeah, we all with the anti-hero villain bullshit, or how everybody be like, I'm about to go back to my old self. Oh, y'all wasn't evil. Shut up.
Yeah. Everybody want to dual wield. Everybody want to be
I
fucking
can't, I
kitty toe.
I can't stand that bullshit right there. Where everybody talking about some damn, I'm finna go back to my old self. All y'all wasn't evil. Calm the fuck
Yeah.
down. Like,
Or some
damn.
jaw,
And if you
or some
was
jaw
evil, if you
back
was
there.
evil back then, y'all was just dicks. Okay.
That's it. It's that fucking simple. Like I'm about to go back to my old self. Shut up. And
In my
but
villain era, I'm in my villain era.
right. I'm in my villain era type of deal. But then again, I also understand the villain era, and I feel like when people say I'm part of my villain era, it's when enough's enough. I'm about to stop doing for others, and I'm gonna start doing for me. That's basically what I feel like what people mean in regards to a villain era, because villains like do shit for themselves. They don't give a fuck about other people. Even if you have to be really selfish.
I'm wrong with
But
yourself sometimes.
but yeah, that's actually a really good question. I feel like I promote laughs and yeah.
For me, with a lot of my content, I'm kind of the same. Um, especially with like my little skits and stuff I do on TikTok and stuff like that. I've been doing a lot more of those, and they've been real fun. I got my own characters and stuff that I come up with, and they be help. I mean, I get a lot of laughs from it. It'd be cool, and then I work really hard on because then I gotta do one part and then dress up and do the other part, and dress up as the other character, do the other part, and it's fun. And I get a lot of I've gotten a lot of follows and whatever from it. It's cool. I like the comments. It's cool, and especially primarily my stuff was supposed to be just just the light shows and stuff, and I want to branch out a little bit, but um especially also with my light shows, people really like those, and it's like most of the time it'd be people saying I've never seen this before. It looks really dope, but I don't really. I really don't talk that much on my page unless it's something really serious, like with some of the past stuff that's gone on this year. But I don't know. I just my content is mainly TikTok wise. My content is mainly just to entertain and make you laugh, and I feel like I do that. So I feel like I'm good on that right now.
Okay.
But yeah. Um, Next question is, all three of us are basically are writers in here. All three of us are have written their own stories and stuff like that. I got one story that's finished. Stuff like that. It says, what basically inspired you to write? Um, but yeah, what inspired you to write? What inspires you to put some of your thoughts on that paper?
Because of how vast, okay, because of how much I like anime and manga and stuff like that. The main thing I like is world building. That's what I like. I like world building. It would be real cool to create your own universe, but I also like crossovers. So if I were to create my own universe, characters would cross over from one series to another. I I would love to do that, or I would just put cameos. I do like a good cameo in movies and shows and stuff like that. Like, oh shit, that shows that our worlds are connected,
Mhm.
type of deal. So basically, okay, for one, writing was an outlet for me back when I was in elementary. Like, writing was an outlet. I used to write all the time. Elementary, middle school, high school, all the other good shit. I kind of fell off a little bit, but I'm gonna slowly get back into it. I got some ideas cooking. So, so yeah. Shit, can't talk. So yeah, what motivates me to write is basically the world building. I want to build my own world. Not anything too powerful, not anything too overpowered, because I don't feel like being another One Punch Man motherfucker. Um, I just want to create my own little universe with their own cameos, with their own set of rules, and with the way they work, and with the way they work in certain ways. So yeah, that's what motivates me to write. Because sooner or later, there will come a time where I will have my own world with their own set of rules, with their own set of characters.
For me, what basically inspired me to write, was actually you, Shaq. Because remember back in the day when we was in high school, we used to write a lot of stories and shows and stuff like
Oh
that
yeah.
together.
Oh,
And
yeah.
we used to make a lot of stuff together. So it kind of and plus I was already wanting to start writing. I just didn't know how to do it. And because of the stuff that we used to do in high school, like it made me really be able to rack my brain and come up with some stuff. And I got one story I'm working on right now. That I'm actually like physically writing, and I didn't want to type it like that because I wanted to not lose the ability to write because I'm always typing and other stuff. So I wanted to put like an actual pen to paper and actually start like coming up with ideas and making like coming up with characters and stuff like that. And I always wanted my stuff like in a bleach kind of art style. So I kind of like that's how I always envision like a lot of my stuff. But basically that was basically one of my inspirations. I had like bro said, I love world building and I love having connected universes. Like my second story right now is connected to my first story. So it's like the aftermath of it. And it was just a thought that came to my head one day. I was looking at stuff. It also kind of made me branch out because my main story right now, everything is kind of like based on plants. So I've had to do a lot of research on different plant life to make some of these characters that I want to make who use that plant. So it's like I've learned so much about these weird different plants and more than just your typical like roses and trees and things like that. I've learned about some real wicked plants, yo. but uh but yeah, that's basically what, got me into writing. And I actually I've been doing some small writing here and there. Um I gotta get a new notebook. I gotta start like actually typing it up on something digital now since my notebook's full.
Yeah,
But
that's what I'm gonna start doing. I'm gonna start. I'm gonna start. I'm probably gonna go straight into typing instead of writing. Unless
yeah,
the only time I probably write is if I'm brainstorming.
yeah,
But
because
So,
but but as far as building characters and the world and the power system and everything, because I'm already working on the story. It's called Us versus the World.
yeah, because even right now in my phone, I got a list. I got like a full like list of stuff of different one-shot characters I just wanted to make. I've made common writers, I've made Power Ranger teams, I've made just one-off superheroes, I've made a few villains. So I got a Marvel character I've been working on for a while. So it's like it's dope. I'm really liking this like third, fourth hobby I've actually got back into. But yeah.
so,
Uh, no, she's trying to chime me. She said my writing is ADHD driving, so I just let my brain take over. But
then,
but
hey,
but but the thing about it is that although she says that me and her we came up with a dope ass story for one of the women in her card game who go by the name of Beretta. We tell the story to our friends all the time, and they are always surprised at how good that story is. They literally said the story is so good that it needs to be a show or a movie.
that
Like
does
dead
sound
ass.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that writing is. Don't get me wrong, writing can be a lot, but once you get the hang of it and you start to you know, just coming up with ideas and everything. Uh, so the origin, so my origin to writing was actually back in middle school, where people was, like back then you used to make stick man comics and stuff,
Mhm.
and me and these two other guys would do that, and somehow I always end up dying somehow in that, but I digress. I end up,
D&D.
I I end up, making my own stick man stuff, and then end up coming up to high school making my own stuff. Especially I end up taking a lot of a liking to literature. So that ended up becoming one of my things. I ended up creating, like Devin, old dude, Spikey Pop said, like, hey, yeah, me and him used to write a lot. I used to create a whole bunch of characters and everything. It was wild, and it was on some OP stuff, like some girl logging power level kind of stuff.
Yeah, yeah. We
That
we
was
we made we used to make some broken shit just for no reason. We'd have our characters fight each other and everything.
I'm gonna tell y'all something right now. One of my biggest achievements I ever had writing wise, and this was technically my origin story of writing, was in fourth grade. Apparently, my teacher said my writing was so off the wall, out of this world. It wasn't even nothing huge. It was just something subtle to where I literally just made a story to where me and my dad went to Africa to go see some lions.
That's all y'all went for.
That's all we
That's
went
dope.
for was just to go, just go to Africa to go see some lions. That's base because here's the thing, I like lions. My like I love my dad and and Africa.
Fuck it.
Yeah, fuck it, like
that.
Africa, like
That
straight up,
sounds like
went there. Lions almost killed us, but some natives saved us. They ain't kill the lions; they just scared them off, type of deal. I was a kid; I couldn't make nothing that damn
I
violent.
know. I know.
But apparently, the story was so good and so interactive that it ended up in my school newspaper. So I was like, okay, you know what? I can keep doing this.
Yeah,
You know what? I can keep doing this.
I'm out here.
And then
Type
and
shit.
then and then came high school because spoiler alert, Although I watched a lot of anime growing up, I didn't know what it was. So the Pokemons, Yu-Gi-Ohs, Dragon Ball Z's, I thought those were just cartoons. But then when I was 15 and I got old enough, like, oh, so that's what anime is. Naruto took over my life for a minute. I made a fan story. Me and another classmate made a fan story where the son of Itachi and the son of Gaara actually teamed up. Like
Ain't
no
gonna
Oh,
lie,
dope.
bullshit. And not to my own horn or anything. In this story, I made it to where Itachi was a good guy before it was revealed in the anime. Oh,
man, just writing stuff into reality.
It's all the future. It just,
Power over here.
Man, look. That and think about it. Well, it was so good that we were gonna make a Shippuden counterpart, but we graduated.
dang.
We were literally going to make a Shippuden counterpart, but he moved and we graduated. So, but yeah, it was good. It was good because we was killing it. Like we wrote so much of it that we ended the part where we were when we were like kids and moved up to when we were teenagers. Okay,
Man.
Honey said I used to write on an online short story form, and when I started, I made it to 9K weekly readers. I just got bored with it. Damn.
I go ahead, bro.
I think one of my guilty pleasures of writing is making a DC character. Just and mind you, I think this is after the whole Goku
What's up,
versus
Blue?
Superman thing. And I think Devin knows this. I made this character out of sheer pettiness. A DC character just because I did not like Superman. I just wanted to make a character just to whoop Superman's ass. And he remembers this.
I know. I was there. Cause I fucking love Superman. So I was like,
I
fuck
don't
you.
like Superman either, so
But I made my own I made a Marvel character who could his main powers is teleportation and clone himself, and I made another character who was supposed to be like a Superman kind of thing. But he's big buff black dude, and I named him Big Justice.
What? we wasn't shit back then.
Nah, this is recent. This is recent as fuck. I already typed up everything. I done typed his power set and everything.
Why do I picture a big black man with a cape with a superhero costume having justice
Nah,
on the front part of his suit?
nah, just think Black All Might. That's all I did. Just
Oh God! Does he have wings? Does he have cornrows? Does he have dread?
nah, I mean, he low cut waves, bro. Low cut,
He gotta have justice on front of his stuff.
low cut beast ass, like
this man
clean ass
said
tape line.
Big Justice.
Yeah.
Man's like 6'2".
Oh man.
Yeah, he
weird-
just black. I literally just made like Black All Might, and I gave him. I just made Black All Might. His name's Big Justice.
And
In the same universe as my Marvel character, but yeah, I just named him Big Justice.
And
And
Honey
he like,
said, I can't let all my characters get too happy. When they get too happy, somebody got to go.
hey,
Bro,
my main,
Killing off a character is crazy sometimes. That's hilarious.
I've done it, but I always have them go out in a blaze of glory.
oh no! If I'm killing off a character, if it's like a villain or they're going against a hero in their dark form or something, they dying brutal. I'm just gonna be honest with you. Someone dying in a brutal way. We can't just have you. Oh, I am dying, and then they just close their eye. No, we can't have that all the time.
Oh, I'm dying. It
Just
Having the whole shock factor on here.
hey,
We see someone's back getting broken.
oh Lord, all right.
some
But
brain
hey,
shit.
But hey, all right. We got two more questions.
Two more.
What kind of audience are you basically trying to reach?
Listen, I'm trying to reach that audience of people who are just tired of the same shit. That is the audience I'm trying to reach. You tired of seeing all the big three bullshit. You tired of the Goku versus Superman shit. You tired of all these power scalings and stupid ass verses. Bring your ass over here. Cause we ain't got none of that over here. That is the type, that's the
We,
audience I'm trying to bring.
we got a little bit of that over here, but we doing shit that's different.
We ain't got a little bit of that over here. Fuck you talking about?
Like if we do a versus, it's gonna be with characters
It has
that
to make
nobody thought of.
sense.
Yeah, this that makes sense, but people didn't think about. Damn,
It has to make sense. It's okay. Keep talking.
but but yeah, like we do some of that over here, but it makes sense and it's different. Like it's characters that you wouldn't think about. It's those side characters that are actually fucking cool, but nobody talk about because they're a side character. Yeah, y'all low tier thinking ass motherfuckers. But
Honey
audience, I'm
said,
trying.
Honey said, I'm trying to reach the girls that look like me that was that has positive representation, which is true
Hell yeah,
because
I'm with that. I fuck with it.
hell no, Krillin versus Yujiro don't make sense. Hell no.
Damn, Hopper versus Lotso.
First and first and foremost, dog, the whole Krillin versus Yujiro shit. The fact that when Baki came up with a with a fighting style that don't even fucking exist, he literally does this, and what does he call it? The Triceratops style. Triceratops, my nigga.
That sounds like
And
that's like a
hold
bunch of
on,
defense.
and hold on. What does Yujiro do to combat it? Make his own fighting style by turning his own aura into the most fearsome creature on the goddamn planet, himself.
The Yujiro style.
Exactly. It's that literally what it is, because you like, I got Triceratops style, and he running over getting ready to hit his dad. He stopped. He was like, I don't know what this feeling is. What the hell is this? And Yujiro like, oh, you don't know the most fearsome creature on the planet, me. Like, god damn.
This is the man this is the man that goes if you weaker than me, you're a woman.
That technically, but that depends on. Oh, also another thing. Also, if you're a good person, and you weak, he ain't gonna mess with you. That's the thing. That's why I like Yujiro. He ain't gonna mess with you. That's why I tell people Yujiro's not a villain. Yujiro ain't a villain. Because the
Yeah.
funny thing about it is, when Yujiro and Baki finally fought each other and they were on equal terms, Yujiro literally kept saying, I love my son. I love my son. He's like, he's finally gotten to that point where I want him to be. I love my son. He said, I killed your mother because your mother was a crutch. Okay? Use that hate of me killing your mom to fight me. And when Baki finally got to that point to where he's strong enough to fight Yujiro, Baki was like, this ain't for vengeance for mom. This is just a quarrel between father and son. I don't know why everybody think it's such a big deal.
Dope.
And I fucking love that premise. I love that premise so fucking much. I love that premise. So yeah, like what I said, with the audience I'm trying to attract, the people who tired of the same shit. That's the audience I want to attract. The people who tired of the same shit. You tired you tired of the Goku versus Superman shit. You tired of the can they beat Goku. You tired of the big three being talked about. You tired of all these stupid ass versus matches. You tired of why this anime is better than this anime, or you're tired of why this character is trash, or you're tired of why your opinion is trash. Bring your ass over here. You're welcomed over here.
Don't be
Okay?
a dick.
That of course don't be a dick. It's that simple.
Yeah.
Don't be a dick.
Fucking,
That's
don't be
dumb.
fucking weird. Okay. But The audience I'm trying to reach, I really don't know. I just, I never really thought about it.
I feel like what you want to do is, and even though it may not be true, but I feel like we're in the ballpark. I feel like we're in a ballpark. Maybe you want to be one of the catalysts for bringing tokusatsu over here and letting it be as well known to the point of where you get some type of media attention from someone who is in that field. Because remember, you said one of the biggest tokusatsu channels, they know who you are.
Yeah.
So that's a step forward.
Hey, Marcos.
Believe it or not, that's a big ass fucking achievement. One of the
Yeah.
biggest tokusatsu channels that knows who you are, that is important. That's very important.
Yeah,
But
man.
Don't
You
apologize.
you could. You could.
uh,
Yeah.
But
yeah,
but I feel like, but yeah, on the YouTube side, yeah, because I'm a Toku tuber. I talk about Tokusatsu, I talk about Super Sentai, I talk about Kamen Rider. Sometimes I'll do the movies, I'll do maybe some Ultraman. I'm thinking about getting into that, but that's oh my God.
And
This
not
is so
always
much.
right. And the thing about with me is for my singular YouTube channel, I talk about stuff that, although there are some channels that talk about it as well, I want to talk about just that, just some of the new shit we're getting, or some of the stuff that is not getting the recognition it deserves. Like everybody's literally saying Sakamoto Days, that's gonna be the anime that's going to triumph everything currently at the moment.
yeah.
And the reason why I say that is because you got stuff like Don Da Don, Kaiju number 8, and Yozakura Quartet Family, who all came out around the same time as Sakamoto Days. They're all getting animes. But Sakamoto Days also but Sakamoto Days has just been announced to get an anime January 2025, and Undead Unluck also has an anime. Those animes are what is about to get ready to take over Shonen Jump, because
Mhm.
JJK is ending. My hero is close to ending. What next?
Demon Slayer is finna end.
No, Demon Slayer manga being ended. You talking
I'm talking
about
about
the
the anime.
anime? I'm not
Yeah.
talking about the anime. I'm talking about manga.
Manga solely.
Yeah, I'm talking about manga solely. That's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about manga solely. Reason being is because when it comes to manga, because I don't care what nobody say, manga is more easily marketable than anime. And here's my reason why. When you see people who make anime content, what's behind them? Because it ain't anime, it's manga. Manga is more easily marketable than anime. Reason being is because, for one, I keep trying to tell these people, anime ain't nothing but glorified commercials to promote the manga. That's all it is.
And toys.
Most animes are shonen. Most animes are glorified commercials. Like solo leveling. They literally copy solo leveling bar for bar with that webtoon. They were like, you want more? Go read it.
And same thing goes for Toku as well, because there's a joke in the Tokusatsu community that basically Toku stuff is just big ass toy commercials, because they're just big ass toy commercials. Anytime a writer comes out with a new writer comes out, all their attachments come out, their forms come out. Like, hey, here's O's, here's his regular medals. Now here's 300 of all his other combinations that you can come out with, and they're
Blue,
real medals.
Blue, you want to know something crazy? You said, well, first let me go ahead and acknowledge my honey. She said Baki is for those boys that use Google how to fight my dad. And Blue said if only there were a Super Smash Bros. But strictly anime. The sad thing was there was a Super Smash Bros. Game that had strictly anime, but we never got it.
And then it was called
Yeah, it
DON.
was called Battle Stadium DON, which is Dragon Ball, One Piece, Naruto.
And it never came over
And
here.
it never came over here. I promise you.
I
Google,
played it.
yeah, me too. Google gameplay of that game, and you will see it is just like Smash. And they tried to do it with J Stars, they tried to do it with Jump Force, but unfortunately, those were clearly cash cows, and y'all ain't put no type of love into these games.
Hey man, all I can say is Jump Force lasted a long time.
It didn't. I'm sorry.
I mean, it lasted. It
The
lasted.
servers shut down last year, bro.
I know, but I'm saying when the game like first came out, and it was getting updates and more characters and stuff. It lasted a while. It had a bumpy start, but
It's
I
gonna,
feel
but
like
that's the thing. It's gonna last a while because of the hype.
yeah, and I feel like if the devs had a kept that confidence in the game, I feel like
If the
it probably would
devs
still be here.
if the devs put love into the game instead of having it as a literal cash cow, because that's what
Yeah,
they're doing. That's what they're doing with these anime games. You clearly making these games just because, hey, this anime is popular now. Buy our game.
yeah, like
Instead
especially
of
crossover games.
Right. Instead of putting in the love and everything and all other stuff. Because here's the thing, a lot of people would love to see different anime characters, interact with each other and how their meetups would be and things of that nature. Now, that's the type of shit we talk about over here. Every time y'all want a character to interact, y'all want them to fight each other.
Yeah.
Why? Why does it have to be that way?
You always want to know how hard they punch you.
Right. That's why I'm saying. Like, why does it have to be that way? Just like how when we watched the Goku versus Superman, the last fight, I pray. When we watched Goku versus Superman, and at the end they fist bumped each other and said, "Let's fight again sometime." They're like, "Yeah." I'm like,
Yeah,
that
like
is true because Superman and Goku in their core are good people. So why would two good people fight each other? Better yet, why would two good people attempt to kill each other? Because unless you threatening their home, they ain't gonna fuck with you. Well, they're not gonna try to kill you. They're gonna fight, of course, but they're not gonna try and kill you
or each other.
or each other. They will probably whoop you. They'll probably fight to the point where like, damn, you strong. Let's go get something to eat. Type of deal.
And we'll do round two.
Right, and we'll do round two, but somewhere where we just ain't fucking shit up. Type of deal. Because here's the thing, if Goku really fought Superman, he wasn't gonna go no Ultra Instinct because Superman's not a threat. He's not. Superman will protect the world like how Goku would. So stop doing that shit. Every time y'all put two characters together, y'all want to see them fight. Stop
It's always
doing that shit.
Yeah, have some villains fight each other.
They do,
Y'all bet, y'all,
bro.
but it's always the same nigga.
Let me guess, Aizen versus Madara, right?
Exactly.
Well, yeah, Goku fans are toxic, even though they don't understand Goku as a character at all.
Superman too.
Yeah, they
I love Superman. I really fucking do. But some of y'all be like, just as bad. But yeah, and we got anything to say before we reach our final question?
No, but I do love these questions.
And our final question is, what is your end goal? My end goal.
Hold on. I'm sorry to cut you off, but I'm gonna just be real with it. My end goal is this. This podcast is my end goal. And I know a lot of y'all don't watch my singular stuff, and that's fine. But I have literally said to myself, and I shit you not, I've said this. I started saying this at the end of my video. And it's a goal that I'm trying to achieve, but I feel like I gotta put pressure on myself so I can keep making the content. I literally said, if I don't reach 500 subscribers on YouTube before the end of the year, I am going to stop making singular content. I am going to stop making singular content. And the reason why I'm putting that much pressure on me is because I want to see the content that I make strive. Okay, babe. I appreciate you. I'm gonna see you in a little bit so we can watch us Princess Mononoke. But yeah, I want to see us strive. My end goal ain't even for my singular channel. It's for this. I want this podcast to be something. I want this podcast to be something so bad that I'm hoping that before 2030, we got our own office.
Yeah, headquarters.
We got our own office and we do the podcast through there. That's what I'm hoping. By 2030, we got our own office. And I don't care if I have to make the drive to wherever the hell I'm going, whether it's in Albany or Bainbridge or somewhere along or somewhere in between. I literally want this podcast to be a thing. I want it to be a thing so bad because of the fact that I started it with my best friend. And even though it had plenty of other motherfuckers in this group, my best friend stood by this podcast. It's not just it's not just a podcast. Yes, we do it for fun, but when that time comes where we are literally making money off of this, where basically when we get to a point to where we are paying bills off of checks from this, oh, we all
That's
in.
always.
Yeah. Oh, we all in. We are all in. That's what I want to do. I want this podcast to become a thing. Consistency is key. I get it. But I'm switching up the strategies as much as I can. I'm going to keep switching it until I find something that works. That is what I want in regards to this podcast. I want it to be something. I want it to be something with him. With him. I want it to be something with him. And I can't even say whether, when Lady A comes back, I want it to be something with her. I want us to get to the point of the podcast to where not only are we feeding our families, but we are also creating generational wealth. That's what I want. It may be a big ass goal, but that's what I want. There was a time where both me and him were thinking about quitting doing this. But we stuck in it together. Me and him. We stuck in it together, and we gonna keep moving. We gonna keep trucking on trying to make this podcast something. That is the goal. That's the end goal for me. That's the end goal for me. I don't care if my TikTok gets big. I don't care if my YouTube channel gets big. I care about this. I care about this because this is still a long-running dream that I want to achieve, whether it's people behind me or it's just me and him. I don't care. I just want this to be a thing. And another end goal is once it becomes a thing, I want it to be so big that people come to us to advertise their stuff. Like if this podcast gets bigger before Queen of Strife, I want to bring Honey on so we can support her card game. If this becomes bigger before Shaq's Fortune Days get big, I want him to come on so we can tell people go buy this damn comic.
Yeah.
Like real talk. When it gets to that point, that's what I want because I want to expose as much talent to this world as I can. I just got done spending time with Honey, and seeing her artwork in person is hella different from seeing it on your computer screen, on your phone. It's entirely different. It's literally night and day. I shit you not. The art is way better in person. If you take a glance at it, you can look at the details and everything. Instead of it being blocked by 720p or whatever camera resolution you looking your shit in. That is my goal. My end goal is to just make this podcast into something. I don't care about my singular stuff. That's for fun. This is for fun too. But I'm striving to make this podcast into something to where we either create generational wealth or we creating to where we getting paid to the point where we can pay bills with these checks. That's what I want. And I'm gonna try and do the best I can to advertise my podcast until my goddamn fingers bleed.
Wow.
So that's mine. That's my end goal. What's yours?
Mine definitely is the exact same thing as you, bro. Like I do with my singular stuff, singular YouTube, I definitely want to make my I definitely want to be known in the Toku community. I definitely want to be one of those guys that's doing the freaking reviews of like, the toys and talking about new writers and everything. I definitely want my singular like channel to be the best channel I've ever made because I've had over six different YouTube channels and they all have fallen to the wayside. And my last channel was 5,000 subs. I was so proud of that channel, but I found out why it went down, by the way. I'll tell you later. But I most definitely want this podcast to be like really like something that I could be like, yeah, I do this and I do this with my brother, and we got this over here, we got this. I want to hire people. I want to make an investment. I want to have a camera crew and shit. I want to look over to a guy and be like, hey, bro, can you look that up for me? I want to be like, I want to have like we have had awesome guests, but also I want to have guests and have other I want to collab with other content creators. Like I want to go to these cons and promote our stuff. I want to meet these other content creators. I want to cosplay a little bit. Stuff like that. Like I want just this I want this cast to be like I'm excited to do this bitch every fucking week. You know. This is one of the biggest things I look forward to during the week cuz the work weeks be trifling, and this is one of my outlets to relieving the goddamn stress because I don't got nowhere else to be funny. Okay, I don't got nowhere else to make people laugh. I ain't got nowhere else to talk about these wacky topics that we talk about. I ain't got nowhere else to do that shit. And this cast is one of those outlets for me that I want to just bust out the motherfucker and be like the upper room. I want to do that. Okay. I want to help people and I want people to hear our voices and hear us and hear what we have to say and bring people something different than they same old generic bullshit and the same. And I want to be those content creators. I want us to be those content creators to be like, man, these guys ain't never gonna go under no scandals. These guys ain't never gonna get canceled. These guys right here is like, I'm trying to, I want to be ABBA and preach fucking levels. It's highly respected motherfuckers, So I want this cast to be like the end goal. I want this cast to last forever and ever. And I want my kids to walk in the room and be like, "Hey, babe, I'm doing a podcast right now with your uncle. Hold on." I want to do shit like that, you know. And I stuck by this podcast because I like fucking doing it. It's just I've always liked sitting in front of in front of the camera, talking on the mic and doing all that stuff. I've always liked doing that stuff, and I get to do it with somebody who loves it just as much as I do, and I'm doing it with somebody who I can trust. I'm doing it with somebody who I know ain't gonna fuck around and oh shit, we done got big now. We got money now and shit. I'm gonna forget everybody I came up with. He ain't like that. And I know that with all my heart. So this cast is a big part of me. I look forward to doing it every time. I've never had a day where I've been like, I don't feel like doing a podcast. I ain't never had a day like that. I've always, no matter how tired I be, I'm like, shit, we gotta do a podcast today. Let's do it. Cause it a lot of times it is the thing that, peps me up and stuff like that. So yeah, man, I want this cast to be like, was it the Great Valley? Yeah, I want this podcast to be the Great Motherfucking Valley from land before time. Just lush and green and full of life. And that's what I'm here for.
Yep.
So yeah, if y'all like any of these questions, You answer them yourself down in the comments. What's some of the stuff that you trying to do with yourself? You know, let us know down there in the comments. Let us know down there in the chat. We love y'all. Thank y'all if y'all made it this far. Appreciate you. If you're watching on YouTube, hit that like button, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell. If you're watching on Twitch, hit that follow button, share all that stuff. Subscribe to my boy. I'ma keep motherfucking saying it. And yeah, man, we love y'all. This is your boy, Spiky Fox, aka Mr. Ron Wilson, celebrity bus driver.
And it's
And
your
I'm
boy
out.
G. And it's your boy GT. But you already know I'm about to say another podcast done, another round broken. We appreciate Shaq for coming out, gracing us with his presence and things of that nature. And hopefully we get some more updates on Fortune Days and see what it is we got going on. So as always, we are the Realm Breakers. I'm GT, that's Spiky Fox, and remember to keep breaking all the realms.
Fucking the multiverse up.
And we will catch you guys later. Peace.
Get off my damn bus. Oh.